Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm surrounded by nature, horses today. And today I wanted to talk about job loss. A lot of people are losing their jobs right now. It's nothing to do with their performance. It's just a international thing that's going on. And I just wanted to say, even in times when, we weren't losing jobs as we are today, it's very difficult, I find, in society to even hold on to a job or find work. And I come across different situations. First of all, people who don't have an education have that barrier. People who are graduates also have been finding it difficult to find work. They come out of years and years of university, and then there's no work out there. And there's also disciplines where they don't automatically lead on to a job, so you are sort of stuck to find work that you can find. And again, you're not really able to use all of your skills. Sometimes people don't even take you because they say that you've got a degree and you're overqualified for the job, and they fear that you may leave because your qualifications are higher for what the job requires. But I think at the end of the day, we all need to work. People need jobs. People need to live, and then you kind of have to think about people you work with. Do you get along with those people? Um, and I think everybody I've met seems to know somebody at work who's giving them a difficult time. And I don't know why society is like this. Everybody needs to earn a living, and I don't know why people go out of their way to kind of give people a hard time at work. And then you have to consider, categories of work as well. Sometimes, you have most ridiculous people working in jobs that they really don't have the skills for, and you wonder how they got that job. And they say, it's who you know. So sometimes people who know other people bring in their friends and family to do certain types of work. And again, that's an unfair advantage, I think, because it doesn't give everybody a chance to kind of compete for work. And then, of course, you have the age barrier. As soon as you start reaching 45, 50, people want to have you retired. They don't want to offer you work because they have to pay you more. You're an older person. They'd rather take on a 17-year-old who doesn't know much, and just because they don't have to pay them the full minimum wage, I should say. But I think it's important even in work to be able to get along with everybody. But I have also found myself personally that when there are problems, people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to deal with it. Sometimes they're quite serious issues, things like sexual harassment. I've known people who went through that, and nothing was really done about it. And the risk always is when you bring up something like that. Nobody wants to lose their job, and so everybody keeps quiet, and then the issue doesn't really get dealt with. So I find it's really, really hard because you have all these rules and regulations and guidelines, but nobody's really following them, and people are still victim to people who aren't behaving themselves. So it's a tricky situation. And then you get people who want to be self-employed and work at home, and they'd rather make money themselves using their own skills, which is absolutely fantastic. But it's very difficult to kind of get on your feet and actually make enough money to live on. So there's all these factors to consider as well. But even places where people have lost their jobs, there's no real help to have people look for work. They're sort of left on their own devices, and sometimes people don't have the skills to look for work. They haven't got a clue where to go or where to look for to find work. And then of course you always get people assuming that these people don't want to work. I don't really believe that. I don't think anybody given half a chance would say turn down on something. I mean, there's things that people don't want to clean toilets and stuff like that, but and that's usually young people. But I think if somebody's given a job to make money, I don't think they would turn it down. And then because sometimes people have to live in poverty and make ends meet, people think that they want to live like that. They want to be poor. And again, it's an error in judgment. And I have found that people who got jobs, years ago when the going was good, and were basically in one career the whole of their lives, they don't understand. They don't understand how, you can keep going to interviews and not getting a job because they got the job first interview they went to. So they think you're just joking, or, you don't want to work, you're a lazy person. And I don't think anybody really is. So there's a lot of negative judgment out there that people don't really need. And I think what this society actually lacks is proper skills to find work. I've always thought of a system where you can record somebody's skills, match it to jobs that are looking for those skills. Because even these days, you can, spend hours and hours and hours filling in job applications, and you don't hear anything. And that's normally the way things are supposed to work. That you show that you've got the skills, and that's where you're applying for the job. And then there's so many people out of work, so much competition that it's difficult to actually find work. So only one person can get that job. So yeah, there's all sorts of scenarios. And then of course, depending on who you are, there's certain biases as well, where you won't be hired if you look a certain way, or you're from a different nationality, or sexually, if you're not heterosexual. There's all these biases as well. But age is a big one. And it's so sad because now the situation is there really isn't any work out there. And what there is sort of shutting down slowly. So everybody's going to get the feel of what it's like to be out of work. And hopefully things will improve. But I think we're going to see this for a while before we can um, you know basically recover from the economy like this, having gone down. So yeah, just wanted to discuss that topic today, and hope you enjoyed the background, the horses, and have a lovely day. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Bye.